What's up, guys? This is going to be another episode of Wildstar PvP First Impressions. This time it is for the Esper Healer. I've already done my first impressions for the Esper DPS, so be sure to check out the annotation above. Click that if you want to see the DPS, but this episode is all about Esper healing. So, disclaimer, I have always been a guy that has played a melee DPS in MMOs, so casting was a big change, and healing was definitely a big change. But, with that being said, healing in this game, I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy it, and I think a lot of people that don't play healers are probably going to pick them up just because they're fun to play, and the skill gap between a good healer and a bad healer is going to be pretty big. Positioning in this game is bigger than it is in any other MMO. Movement is bigger. Your heals are targeted. You're going to have to predict where people are moving. One of the big things people say is like, oh, you know, one of the big questions I get is, what about people that move out of your telegraphs? And that's something you have to worry about. It's going to be kind of hard to figure out, like, oh, should this guy move or should I move? It's going to be a skill thing. So aiming your heals, predicting where people are going to move, predicting where people are going to dodge roll to, if they're going to dodge roll, that's going to be an interesting thing. We're going to see how that plays out. The coordination between DPS and healers is going to be a big deal. Communication with your healers is going to be a big deal. Some of your abilities are targeted, some of them aren't targeted. Targeting is kind of a weird thing. I'm not used to MMO targeting as a healer. I'm not sure how people target in, like, I'm not sure if someone knows, tell me. But how do you target quickly inside, like, an Alteric Valley, outside of clicking the unit frames? Does someone, surely you don't keybind, like, 40 raid frames or 10 raid frames. I know in arenas, people keybind their teammates. They keybind their 3 friendlies, 3 enemies. That's pretty manageable, but in a battleground, how do people target quickly outside of clicking? I was just clicking. I have no idea. I don't play healers. But Esper healing in this game is pretty cool. And another dynamic I didn't even think about was the shielding. So from what I can see, Espers don't have any, or at least not very many, shield healing abilities. They are primarily a health bar healer. Medics have some shielding. I believe Spellslingers have some absorption they can give to people, and it's kind of cool. So I think the way they set it up, and this is just a guess, I think the Medic is going to be the guy that can heal shields. The Esper is going to be the guy that can heal health the best. And the Spellslinger is going to be the guy that can give people an extra absorb shield. So I think they wanted to do that, so every healer kind of has its own little niche and its own little thing that it's good at. Just a guess. It makes sense considering there's 3 different types of health in the game. So, yeah. But Esper healing is pretty cool. There is a bug with Soothe right now where I'm not actually doing it in this part of the video, but somebody actually sends me a whisper, tells me how to do the bug. I'm assuming it's a bug. It's kind of OP. The fact that you can do it on a hoverboard is definitely a bug. And the fact that you can do it while sprinting is that I actually didn't do it while sprinting in this video because I wasn't sure, but you can cast Soothe while sprinting with this current bug. I'm sure this will be patched before the game comes out. But there's the whisper right there. But I actually, at this point in the video, was using Soothe as intended. Soothe is a very powerful ability. It's kind of interesting. It's an ability that you charge up, similar to Charge Shot, where you have different tiers of the ability. This one, I believe, has 3 tiers. If you cast it for a second, it does this much healing. If you cast it for 2 seconds or 1.5 seconds, it does this much. You get the idea. Or you can instantly cast it. And what you see me doing in this video is just instantly casting it to where I get the healing and I get the combo points. So you see right now I'm just generating combo points super quick, popping off my big heal, and I'm just spamming it. I'm not even worrying about casting it because I want to keep my mobility up. And I don't want to get interrupted on a 2-second cast. And the combo point generation is way better. In my opinion, that's a way more efficient way to go about it. Just getting more combo points. And you see me putting the shit on right there. It's, yeah, a little glitchy. Yeah, look at that. Seamless casting on the run. And I hadn't figured out that you could do it while sprinting yet. So that is definitely not intended. So, what else is going with this? So, my LAS loadout right here, I'm running, my number 1 ability is my spammable ability that I'm just spamming to get combo points and do a heal. My number 2 ability is a big AoE heal that uses all of my combo points. That one right there, that's really nice ability for burst healing everybody. My 3rd ability is my stun. just a fist of death that comes down and stuns. And my fourth ability is my Shockwave Knockback. You'll see me occasionally use that as damage because it does hit fairly hard. I don't really use it too much in this particular video because we were dominating. My fifth ability, my fourth ability is Phantasmal Armor. And you'll notice that I really don't use that too much. That's because I try to hang on to it for a really crappy situation when I think somebody's really going to die. And that gives them an Absorb Shield and Interrupt Armor, and I think some resistances. I'm not sure on the resistances, but it gives them a shield and 1 Interrupt Armor. So I use that on somebody if I think they're getting ready to die and I'm trying to save them. And my last ability with the Mind guy is my Heal Over Time. And that is a targeted ability. So it's gonna be it's kind of a weird thing that breaks up your rhythm, where you have to target somebody for some of your spells while your other spells you have to physically aim. It breaks up your rhythm a little bit. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing for the skill of the game, because if you have to target people manually, it kind of breaks up what you're used to, and it's another dynamic that a skilled player is going to be slightly faster at targeting somebody or targeting somebody more accurately than an unskilled player. So, I don't know. I kind of like it. I kind of like that the healers are all fairly different from each other. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Another thing I want to say is that the Esper healing isn't really a thing until you get to level 13 and you get Soothe. Soothe is one of your primary spammable heals, and until then your heals are kind of weak. So if you're planning on playing an Esper healer, I would wait until level 13. Soothe is a big deal. It's a big deal. You'll notice that I'm not doing any sort of highlights for this where I'm posting anything below level 13, just because Soothe changes the game completely. I will post a Twitch highlight of a really clutch moment I had at level 12, so check that out down below, because that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. But I'm just gonna post one BG. I believe this BG is at level 13, so I didn't have shoulders quite yet. But you'll see just kind of how it plays out in a random battleground. No crazy highlights, crazy cooldown usage, anything like that. We do actually lose this game because my team is more focused on getting kills rather than capping masks. You'll see that at the end scoreboard, my team literally has like 4 times as many kills, but nobody wanted to cap any masks, and I can't complain because it's beta. I'm just killing people too, so whatever. It doesn't even matter if you win or lose in the beta. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think of the Esper healer. Medic is coming next, and then Spellslinger. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.
Every time I touch Mac. Every time I touch Mac.
Gasoline to the can, or the sun itself. Explode the sunlight here, gentlemen. You explode the universe.
Every time I touch Mac.